Idiceru novum. Idiceru novum. Terra nova mater. Idiceru hari. O primo terrari. Yeah, so you're not in time, you're right on.
Does that make any sense to you at all? Does that make any sense to you at all? Okay, listen, Yasser. I will explain it to you for real and definitely and for true. I will definitely explain it. Because you are my little buddy. Listen, Yasser, you are my little buddy. And that means that when I speak,
You listen!
Does that make sense? Do you get what I'm saying at all? Finally, somebody says it the way that I want them to.
So what turn is this that we're doing? That's what I'm talking about. Now watch me, you. Yeah, this is this turn. So remember, what were we doing? This is why I am not going to ever get off one of these files if I started it. We're just picking up where we left off here, folks. I know it looks like it's not possible for us to win in this position. It's like, how are we going to get from 973 to anywhere close to 2,000, let alone 2451? But you've already seen what's going on here. We had a mass starvation plan at the beginning of this game to bring all of the cities' populations down. And eventually, we're going to have to start building happiness resources and stuff because, first of all, we're going to lose a lot of happiness from all the resources that we no longer can get any benefit from because we're going to have to pick up. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait! And I mean it too. And I better get it too. I better get my damn pizza too. And I better get it too. No, and I better get it too. You know what I mean, guys? What was the clever plan I had for this one? Is it going here, right? Is it going here, guys? Or is it going here, guys? Ming guys? Ming guys? Ming guys? We're going to get Adrian Opal back. We're going to get fucking... No, this is correct every time. This is correct. It has to be, right? Like, Yasser, in your opinion on this game, like, and I'm so glad you're here. It makes me want to cry, honestly, because, you're such a homie and, like, cool and stuff. And I'm not just saying this to butter your dick or anything. I'm being serious, And, like, you don't want to watch this game. I know you don't want to watch this game anymore. And we're like, fast approaching being able to, like, beat this one and being able to move on, which means we only have 8 left. And I know that seems like a lot, but, in the grand scheme of things, it isn't. And so I'm bringing it to you just because I feel like I'm actually going to get a real answer. I ask these bozos when you're not around, and they give me the fucking most retarded answers. I can't even believe it. It's like you know what I mean? No, well, and dude, you're good at games too, and so I know that you'll help me even if you don't have like a full like knowledge of every little mechanic in it. I know that if I ask you something and you're going to answer to the best of your ability, you're going to give me a real answer, not like fake, weird, like non like helpful answers. So here's what I'm saying, like right now. So this is just like one example out of the thousands that you have to make every single turn, all the time, and every turn reverberates off the other turn. And so it eventually gets to the point where I just go, okay, well, I don't want to make this decision. It's too inconsequential, seemingly inconsequential. You know what I mean? So here's an example of one of those times where we have a swordsman. We're getting this city. It's all, you can't see any of the text or anything because it's too small. Part of the reason that this game is being played the way that it is because it's not a good streaming game. You can't even fucking see what's happening. Like, even if I put the fucking thing right here, like, you still could not tell what's going on. You know what I mean? And if you ever want it like this, so you can because if I did it like this, you could see everything to the same level that I see it. You know what I mean? But first of all, that kind of necessitates like a layer or level of knowledge that you guys don't have that I do. Like, if you needed to see all this information, I would show you, but you guys don't even know what all this shit means. But anyway, so this guy, like right here, for example, you know what I mean? Like, most of the time, the answer on what to do when you get a promotion on your unit is if they're under 50%, it's max value to just heal instantly. They heal 50, and this guy's 45, so we're back to full. You know what I mean? And if I did that, I would then rush in here and attack and deal damage to Adrianople. And that's what we would do. If we choose to instead pick up this ability, which is called Cover 1, we take 33% less damage from range attacks. Now, Adrianople might not do a ranged attack onto our swordsman, so it might just be a waste of a promotion in this moment. But anytime a thing is coming at a unit from afar, whether it's a city or a unit like an archer or something. Blood's here. Hold on. There's blood. 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 Blood, is that you? Oh, blood. Blood. Blood, listen to this. Did you hear that, Blood? What do you think of that, Blood? Oh, Blood. I gotta be fucking so careful. I'm buck naked. I have no clothes on. This is like the stupidest thing I've ever done. If anything goes wrong, I'm gonna lose everything in my life. So I gotta kind of be red alert, get it? Red alert, get it? Red alert, get it? Red alert, get it? I'm saying red alert because on my chair on red. That's Red Shadow. What is up? It's not worth potentially like having a fall and showing my cock and balls. Why am I butt naked? So that's a really good question. That's a really good question by our buddy, friend of the show, Yasser. Now I am a little disappointed because he could have taken that time to type the answer on what upgrade we should get. So he chose to he chose to talk about my cock and balls instead of just answering the question. I see this as very limitedly useful, but there is an argument for it. Medic is always interesting to me. It heals all units and adjacent tiles 5 damage, 5 HP per turn, which seems stupid and small and pretty inconsequential, and it is. But if you got 3 or 4 of these units and they're all medic, they're all healing each other by 15 to 20 depending on. And I can't look it up, but there may be a tooltip somewhere that tells you, but I don't think there is, because this game has an entire in-game encyclopedia called Civlopedia, and it doesn't even tell you basic information about shit. So that's cringe. It's like, what is the point? Okay. So here we go. So then thank you, Yasser. You know, I appreciate you and you're cool and stuff. She's stepping on the keyboard. She just stepped on the keyboard. She hit escape on the keyboard, I was saying. So the goal is we're going to take this, the short-term goal in this turn right now is I wish we could take this city back in this turn. But even if I boosted this guy's damage by, for example, choosing one of the, you know, drill or shock promotions. So these are small 15% advantages that are bestowed upon a unit for promoting. And in so doing, we're talking about like a 15% difference. There's no, I know it's impossibly difficult to see, but there's no way in the world, okay? And I'm just going to show you, bring it real close so you can see. There's no way that if we attacked this city, we could, 15% is going to make this red bar go from this much, which is how much we're going to deal with this unit this turn, to dropping it all the way, right? So I almost feel like not even mentioning it, but just to mention it, if I were to upgrade this unit with the shock promotion, which is what we would pick, because if we were attacking, we'd be attacking from this tile, and this is an open tile, not a rough tile, meaning it doesn't have any forest, it doesn't have any hills. And so that's not even really a good option. I would rather pick Drill 2, because a unit with Drill 2 is getting 30% combat bonus on a, yeah, right. In this moment right now. And we're pushing for value here because we got to make the most juice out of all of our units. So I really do think that heal instantly is a viable option. But I also like medic and cover. And if I were to pick a promotion, it would be that is about, you know, a small combat boost. It would be rough instead of open, both because I'm on a rough tile, which if he takes damage even defensively, he's still getting that 15% increase. So is healing instantly the right move, cover the right move, medic the right move, drill 2 the right move, or shock 1 the right move? What is the best promotion for this unit right now? Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. I really am. I mean, it's cool. And I don't think he's going to get attacked anyway, which is one of the main reasons that I'm okay doing it. If he were going to get attacked, then I would want a little more on him. A little more. Get your body in the dance floor. Do nothing. This guy's building a mine. This guy is heading this way. We've got no ships. I don't want to think about what to do with that great general right now. Now, Cesaria, the best thing for this unit to do would be to kill this. It's not going to be here on this turn in 3 turns. In that endeavor, a rough promotion would be correct. Okay, so I'm remembering back to what we did and how we made a mistake. And I remember it being possible to save all of these units somehow. And I'm just trying to remember how I did that. This is so sad. This situation is so sad. And by the way, now that we've picked medic up here in Adrianople, we're going to be able to heal our catapult a little bit. It's going to go up to, 74 HP. So we're not talking about a huge difference here. We're not talking about like, game-changing stuff. And those are the decisions that I find the hardest to make in games and in life, is like arbitrary decisions where it just comes down to, man, I don't know. Like, they're kind of all good options. And it's like, well, then I don't know what to do. Does that make sense? Yasser? Hey, Risei kick. Does that make sense, Risei kick? Like when it's an arbitrary decision, it's like, I don't know. Whatever. Especially if it's kind of inconsequential, where the end result is going to be, I'm gonna call you Nesquik because you black as fuck, nigga. I'm about to call you Nesquik because I dropped the N in. I'm about to call you Nesquik because you're done. You're done once I put you in milk. Bitch, if I put you in milk, you get so creamy. That's me fucking a that sound was what it would sound like if you heard me fucking a can of Nesquik. Now tell me if you agree with this, Yasser. So Risei, check it out. So the goal of this specific scenario is to have the most points by the end, or to wipe out your opponents, but that's not possible within 70 turns. We have 30 left, meaning we've clicked the next turn button 40 times. Now you're looking at me and you're staring me straight in the eye, and you're doing the math in your head, and you're saying to me, even though you can't see any of these values, you're like, I can kind of see those numbers. RC, does that say, are you telling me that you have the lowest score and it's 973 and the people with the most score have 3,000? And it's turn 40. And so what you're saying is in those 40 turns, they earned 3,000. And you're going to not only earn 3,000 more points to put you ahead of them, but you're also going to blockade the amount of points that they can get in that time in 30 turns? No, I feel like this is a done file, dude. This is just lost. Well, it might be a done file. It really might be. I don't know. Again, these are arbitrary decisions that I don't make. I'm too important to make those kinds of decisions. I'm too special. So, that's the truth. And that's the truth. How about this? We'll do it like this. We'll play a turn of the game, and then I'll do something I need to do IRL. Like we'll start with put some clothes on. So I'm gonna finish turn 40. We're gonna get to turn 41, and if no units unnecessarily pass away, we're gonna put some clothes on. That's a really good idea. So here are my thoughts. I have this navy. It's somewhat sizable. We have, a couple of great admirals, although one of them is completely. Great admirals are analogous to great generals in this game. They very slightly boost it doesn't even say the combat effectiveness boost that's given, which is just so retarded. But they give a small, we'll call it 10 to 15% bonus to any ships that are within its tile range. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case, all of these tiles and the tile that this great admiral is on are getting boosted. Okay, plus we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dromons in various conditions. Now, Rome so we're not just fighting by ourselves in this scenario. We are on a permanent team with Honorus, who is the consul of Western Rome at this time. And he is tied to us, but we are not affected by his actions too much. He's really not doing well. He's lost. I mean, we're talking about probably close to 12 to 15 cities, which is kind of, I believe they call that crazy right now. No, it is. And it's a little bit kind of, I mean, I don't know what you want to say, but it's a little bit something. Yeah. So, but no, I mean, I don't know. I was having this conversation with someone last night. I was like, well, and by someone, I mean myself, babbling like an incoherent fucking crazy person. And I said, is my fate in this game really going to come down to whether or not fucking Western Rome can do one useful thing this entire game? And it's like, you know what I mean? I don't want this computer ally. And look, he's building a fucking ballista in Rome right now. I mean, I guess it makes sense. But anyway, look at what's about to happen to him. He's got the Franks on his fucking capital's borders coming in here. I count fucking 10 units, and he's not going to survive unless I help him. I had this huge navy. The only way that they could directly help me right now is against the Huns in this, northeastern section. I am 100% going to have to get these back because it's part of the achievement. So right now what we're doing is we're and this one too. And then this is the eastern front with Persia that we have to take all of this. The only city of ours that Persia still has, though, is this one. These ones we have to take because Persia's the only civilization that I'm worried about actually not being able to catch up to in points. I know that these guys are high now, but it's going to reverse in a little bit. So, but yeah, so I think sending our big navy, I'm talking real big. I'm talking so big. I'm talking too big. I'm talking you need a break because it's too big. And we are going to help in any way we can. And what that looks like is sending our Dromons out and just dealing tiny pieces of damage that don't even affect the battle at all. Now, Rome does have a wall, which is really great, and we have a great general here, and this, ballista is about to die, but this one is healthy. And if he focus fired, if he went, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, he could take this catapult out, no problem. You know what I mean? But that's one catapult out of how many units that he needs to take out to justifiably save his ass? Now, it's very tempting, of course, to come in here and get an attack off on this Keshik. No, it's a horse archer, right? Keshiks are Mongolians. It's so tempting, to do that. This is also so tempting, you know what I mean? To just get a big juicy chunk out of it. The question is whether or not this spearman would then survive the encounter afterwards. And in terms of what I'm willing to do, clicking all of that stuff that I just did again, is it worth experimenting, trying to whittle this unit down? These two units represent the entirety of why the Huns are so fucking good. They have another interesting bonus where they burn cities down faster, but that's not a factor in this specific subset of this scenario because they don't burn cities down in this mode at all. So that's a non-factor. These two units combined are just so devastating. And as we can see, we've got 3 that we're getting back from the Visigoths, and we've taken back all but 1 that we need to get from Persia. And yet somehow, even on turn 40, the Huns have not only taken 2 of our cities, have 1, but are coming into a 4th. And that's because this unit, the battering ram, it has a huge downside. Who gives a fuck? You don't want to attack. You don't want to be attacking your opponent's units ever. I said this last night. It was a big revelation. Nobody put in a scared face emoji, like from how shocked they were by this revelation. But you don't want to be building units in this game. Military units, naval units. I mean, you don't want to be building military or naval units in this game. You don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that. You know what I mean? You do not want to be building
building a military in this game at all, pretty much. If you can help it. And if you do have a military, you don't want to be attacking their units. You want to be attacking their cities to take them. That's what military's for, brother. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing. So here's another relatively arbitrary decision. This guy's under 5. So the battering ram, it can't attack other units. Big fucking deal. I don't want it to attack other units. I built it to kill cities. And that's what it does very well. I think I've shown this on stream and talked about it several times. If you have a battering ram on a city, it takes it by itself. There are no exceptions. One of these units. You need at least 2 or 3 of anything else. And it's a melee unit, so it's getting huge bonuses, from that. I'm fine. I mean, I'm fine with this. We might have to reset this turn, but worse things have happened. I think if we're going with what are we focus firing in this turn? That is the quickest we could get somewhere here. You know what I mean? So, and it's saying that going this way makes more sense than going this way if we're trying to get to this or this tile. So I'm going to listen to it. Even though, we want to be more central. And if we do that, we're going to be able to go wherever we want anyway. So you get what I mean, right? Blood, do you get what I mean, Blood? So this guy's not going to be helping. Is this guy going to be helping? Where are we going from here? Is this guy going to be helping take back Western Roman cities? Or is this guy going to be... What is this guy going to do? Because it's 8 turns there and it's 8 turns there, So we're pretty much having to... It's 4 turns here, minor defeat. It sort of runs cover for him. We've got another ballista coming, which is great. We're happy to see that. What's the deal? We want to keep our military and navy together, respectively. We want to keep our military and navy together if we can. So this turn is semi-complicated because we're going here and this guy is going here, right? Yeah. And then this guy is here. So he's here. That's what's happening. Not attack, right? No, because he'll die the next turn. Unfortunately. So I'm about to wrap this turn up. This turn 40. I'm turning 40. We're about to wrap up the first turn we've attempted. It's been 28 minutes. And I'm still not done. I wish there was a way to get value out of medic this turn, because I did get this cataphract to pick up medic. But the movement is going to cost more health, because I believe we're looking at the 7, and we'll check back. We'll see just the exact amount. Again, that's another tooltip that is missing from the equation of there's a calculus that's missing from the equation in this scenario, which is, why am I not being told? See, this is where I go. If you can see that there's a sliver left in we call this, I think, the battle preview. I don't know what the game calls it, but you know what, you've seen this in life before. This is a battle preview. Now, because we could safely get rid of this guy right here this turn, and by safely I mean we don't want any units to step onto this tile, because this is where Amida is. We're purely here defensively. We're finishing a barracks here in Edessa next turn, which is cool. I feel like we are going to have to stop our population growth pretty soon again and intentionally starve people so that we don't lose happiness and combat effectiveness as a result. Because I don't know what else we're going to do that. I feel like we've nearly reached the capacity of how much, and I've never avoided growth in any game, because that's what it's called that I've displayed on the show. So in that case, we want to go. We do want to do this, and then we want to do this and kill it. And if it doesn't kill it, we're going to cry. It killed it. This is a blessed save. This is just a blessed save. Now you say, RC, why didn't you try killing the catapult? Trust me, I reloaded this save like 3 times already trying to kill the catapult. It didn't work. It just doesn't. The universe does not want me to. The universe does not want me to. It's unfortunate, but true. The universe does not want me to have the catapult on this turn die this turn. So it won't. And that's how the universe works. It doesn't give a fuck about you. So when I think about what to do here, I veer into 2 subsets of 2 different decisions. First of all, this is always correct. And this moving at all would be a mistake, which means, is it better to set up focus fire? This city cannot fall this turn. It won't. Him wasting time by sending the swordsman in is exactly what I want him to do. So we're going to continue to build the mine, which is done next turn anyway. So if he wants to make that decision, he can. But I am also thinking, if we threw this and this and this into it, would this thing die? This is 50. This is can't hit it, and this is 25. So the answer is no, meaning we're just poking it, and there's not really a reason to do that. There are better uses of our shot that we get to do. I'm a big fan of this. Let me know what you guys think, but I'm a big fan of that. I think that is where I'm landing in terms of what I think is the best. This is effectively neutering that unit. Okay, so next up, I really do think sending this here is the right move. We have to be really careful because these Persian units are way down south. So it's walking basically along this path. This can't be understated how important this is to keep. And the fact that there are 2 spearmen here is really upsetting. It's just a weird coincidence. Not really sure how or why he would have built those. I mean, he knows I'm building cataphracts. So this is almost unhelpful because let's do the math. We're getting close to the end here. We're almost at the amount of army that we can use in the amount of turns we have left to do it, all of it. Okay. So in that way, we are unfortunately sort of throwing away, for lack of a better term, we're kind of throwing away a lot of production by building a unit. It should probably be a market or an aqueduct. Or a workboat or a worker or a scout.
But I am gonna do what's in my heart. And considering that this subsect of my army is catapulted, but think about it this way: it's 30 turns left. The units I want to build are 12 turns. So it's getting here in 15 turns, meaning I'm going to get 15 uses out of it, maximum. Stepping out here would be a mistake. There's too many units. I tried it already. It's not possible, unfortunately. And it's mostly because it's too far away. So this is a situation to where what I really want to do is this and then this. That's what I really want to do in my heart, and I'm going to. Part of me wants to. I think coming down. I think this is correct. I think this is correct. I do think this is correct. We don't want to lose we don't want to lose any units now. We are on turn 40, and we're not going to lose any more units. This could attack and go here, but that's going to use all of its movement, I think. And I part of me wants to test it, but I don't think it's gonna. There is a dilemma here. Chopping this forest down is gonna make it more productive in the long run. Because we're getting those 13 production sent to Edessa. And this is the most helpful move in the short term. This gives us 1 production. This is going to net us, 14. So it's like, do you want 1 production now and for the rest of the game, like every turn, or in 2 turns we get a 13 production boost, and then in however many turns we still have to build the camp, let's call it 5. So in 7 turns we get a 14 production. And never mind, we're just going to chop the forest down. Technically, well, no, because this is kind of important to protect too. So, I mean, no, you got to stay here, Great General. Sure thing, armchair general. Get it? Because you're literally sitting around clicking things and being like, I'm at war. So again, look, I mean, you got me. You got me. There are no really good reasons to build a warrior. I'm just going to build a composite bowman. I think we've reached, I think I was saying this last night, I think we have reached our for lack of a better term, we have reached our limit on the amount of value we can get out of catapults across the entire map. So I'm going to click next turn here. If we lose anything that we didn't have to, we're resetting. So he's finished this no, he didn't. I want him to get captured for multiple reasons. Who died? Who died? So you're telling me I'm trying to think if that's worth a reset or not. What do you guys think? I'm trying to think. So you're telling me I would have had to have moved back? And now this is just going to get overrun. I mean, he's pivoted his whole army. He's pivoted his whole army away from what it once was. Interesting situation going on here. I mean, Oh, and it does have a wall. It does have a wall. Rather. Rather. So this always. So let's save. I mean, I don't think that was a necessary death. But there is a it's not like I made a mistake that caused it. It did take the hits from all of these units and made it so that they weren't attacking Sino. So I do think that that's worth a save. That what we would call the run's worth a save. And with that, we are going to get up and do one task that I need to do for the day, which is put some clothes on. We're going to start with putting some clothes on. I don't know if this is good. I think it's almost incorrect to move on from here, but we've already we're kind of too deep. In our own way, we're kind of too deep. Yes, sir. Talking to Rogue. Not move unless I tell you to move. Yeah. That's Reese. That's Reese's kid. Have you guys talked to Reese on Kid? I'm like, bruh. I'm like, oh my god. And what morning would be complete without some great coffee as well? What morning could be complete without some delicious morning coffee? In the morning. Morning. Oh, two. Better get it. Okay, back to the game. Back to the game that we all know and love, Sid Meier's Civilization 5 with the Brave New World expansion back. We're not in a go. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Oh right, of course. So this guy is dead. Nothing. We can kick, scream, we can fight and bite, and I will too. No, but there's a lot of thrashing that could happen as a result of our dismay at the situation at hand. But the truth is, and the truth hurts, that it's. Oh, do we got a promotion going on here? That'd be kind of cool. We do not. And that means that this guy's dead too. Well, you know what's actually kind of good about that is, since we know this guy is dead no matter what, because we can't get any value out of. Can we get any value out of? Because this kills this regardless, right? Can this guy? So this guy is. I want to see something. Bam. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Load game. Call it worth a save. That's kind of cute. I felt kind of. I guess I felt kind of cute though. He cute. Nah, he cute though. Special rules. Here's the special rules. We changed the entire game. It's a special rule. I mean, they're trying to make it seem like it's not. Okay. Let's do something. Let's think about something more positive for a minute. Let's think about a more positive outcome that's about to occur. Okay, so this guy's not going to make it in time, and this guy's not going to make it in time, and this guy. So. Oh my god! Yeah. Well, I mean, it's. That's kind of crazy. That's a little bit. Is that not a little bit crazy to you? That's a little bit crazy to me. I feel like it's a little crazy. Always bet on red. That's what I'm saying now. So always bet on me, but don't worry. We are going to win. We are going to win. Oh, we're going to win. No, but we're going to win, though. Just a little bit down. Just a little bit down. Just a little bit down. You say to me, RC, move here. You're lucky that's a hill. You're lucky that's a hill, buddy. You're lucky that's a hill, buddy. Why? Hold on a minute. And I'm fucking not kidding at all. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? I'm like really thinking about this from the bottom of my heart. I'm looking at you. I'm thinking, are you even helpful? Are you even a helpful unit? It's saying it loses to this. Isn't this a better version of this unit? This is not giving a bonus all the way over here. Adjacent friendly unit? Oh, they have the barbarian bonuses or something. So, yeah, I mean, because we want to be, we gotta make this happen right now. And I wish we could. I wish we could. Where are we getting the most use out of you? Well, there's two arguments. They go, well, what's the most use out of you? The most use out of you is to just keep, improving these tiles because they're the closest, and that compounds over time. But we don't really see that much land there's like a lot of arable land that we could use it for, and it's not really something that we want or need to do right now because we're going to be shutting off all of our population anyway. So any farms that we build, meaning we could start doing trading posts. The net effect of that is going to be pretty low, though. I would rather. Unfortunately, we can't. Oh my goodness, Lucy, you almost did something. You almost did something I might regret. So just based on my intuition, that's what you have to say in this fucking game. You know what I mean? And if we want to kind of be center Rome, exit stage left, like center Rome here, center stage, we're kind of looking at that kind of a situation. And this guy's going like this. This guy's going fucking gangbusters. So the correct move is most likely going to be a pasture here. Then again, no, I mean, but okay, look. What is the approximate? What are they going to do? That's my question. They're obviously coming from Tairas, okay? And so that's kind of scary. Where is Tairas in real life? And stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it at all. Not gonna say it at all. Not gonna say it at all. Is it worth resetting to? So there's no point in going after the Malay units because they're. So then you just look for what is the best use of this, and it really does appear to be this, I guess. I see no reason not to, because pushing in all the way here, even we can attack this. No, this is a hill. We can't. So we're gonna do this. We are. Ew, Rome, why'd you make your shit so hilly? This is almost this is correct in a very unique, very special way. That is right. And this is right as well. For multiple reasons. 1727? Or was it 7 before? So it heals 20 per turn. Or is it healing 15 plus 5? Is there a way to get coverage on all of these gigas? Well, the ones that are being attacked could all be covered if I did this. And this is going to shoot this, because this is not as it's a nominal difference. There's also an argument to do this. In fact, that is what I'm going to do. No, I'm not, because I'd like it to shoot it. So I'd rather it be less. I literally misclicked though. It's not, we must reload. We may not, as a result of me clicking in the wrong area, lose. That's why people do not use the mouse move to attack in very tense and important moments. What did I decide over here to do? Could I kill this if I doubled up on it? Could I kill this if I doubled up on it? 25, 20, 25, and 29. Does that look like it would kill it? 17. And what's this guy doing? You're going here. Basically. For you, we said here. 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 For you, we said Yui. Who's Yui? For you, we said here. For you, we said here and here and here and here and here. And this one, we're taking it back. We're Emperor's New Grooving it. Remember when I took this though last turn? Last time I tested this? Huh? What are you talking? Huh? What? What? That's a really big disparity in damage inflicted. Call me Ness quick. You heard a Nesquik? Well, I'm introducing y'all to Reese Kick. No doubt. And then we're gonna finish this turn, and we're gonna go. We're gonna go ham on someone's ass. Before I reload, you guys have to remind me to not just click, next thing. You have to remind me to you have to remind me to you have to remind me. You have to remind me to. 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 Look at the difference between. Never mind. You have to remind me to. Before I reload a save, you guys sort of have to remind me to. And you say RC. So this unit is going to die this turn. Other than the fact that it's now protecting this unit, which is my great general, what purpose does it serve letting it die without dealing damage? Like, shouldn't you just send this in, deal a little bit of damage? Well, no, not necessarily. First of all, we don't know what our opponent is going to do next turn. I'm going to be shooting this, which leaves this wide open for attack. If he fucks up, if he sends all three, I think it would be a huge fuck up to shoot and shoot and shoot this. Which is why we're going to leave it fortifying. Before I reload these saves, I really must remember to investigate the situation by clicking around and doing things, especially things that are risky that I wouldn't normally do, just to test and see what happens. Does this where does this go and where does this go? Where does that what goes? Who is Tucky? Palmyra is really not in a good position. It's interesting though that we're gonna get our little swordsman to attack. This guy chopping this forest down, it's like, yes, sir. This is the closest, most helpful thing it could do is just go down one tile diagonally down and to the left. If I could kill, I would. This guy's gonna die anyway. You're saying, RC, why does the same principle not apply then? Why would you not just fortify, get a little bonus? He's already getting the bonus from the, nearby combat bonus improvement, near great general. You're saying that this great general is affecting this unit? This is 2 tiles away, is it not? Listen, normally I say if there are ranged units, like units that can hit your units from afar, fortifying is a mistake unless you know you're healing from more damage than they're dealing. Okay? Is this a sacrifice I'm willing to make? We have 4 horses that we could start producing relatively soon. From Constantinople, we're going to produce definitely a cataphract. From Doralium, we're definitely going to produce anywhere with a stable, pretty much, or a watermill, or a stoneworks that needs to build something right now. Edessa just finished a barracks as well. Edessa. Stable. Let's look for stables. I need stable. 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 Here's a stable. How many turns? 2? That's great. We're not what is happening here? Kind of cringe. It's okay. I only had it for 1 turn. I just got it, right? On this file. So, oh. I mean, there's no universe where it survives if he chooses to wrap this, which you can't do. It's really just these 2 units. And it's a swordsman. It's better than a spearman. This is correct. This is correct. This is correct. If you know what I mean. I think we decided on this. I think for this, I've decided that this is the best. This is the best. I wish I could get it 1 space up, but c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Papillon. It's a great name for the butterfly that the French have. Papillon. Papillon. So cute. So which unit would I rather park here? Well, I would rather park the horse. It's a better defensive unit. This guy is now... If they push in... You know, if they push in... a catapult. Perfect. Exactly what I needed this turn. Sinope. Sinope. Is weakening this one the right move because it's da-da-da-da-da? Or is it more like, does this... What happens if we do this? It dies. Good. But also bad. Now, this turn, this guy could do this. And take some heat off of this guy. And I like it. I think it's the right play. I do. This is 4 turns. This is 3 turns. This needs more help right now. But we can't go through this forest. We got to chop all this with this worker. We're going to chop all this with this worker. We got to chop this whole situation with this worker. We gotta figure what am I gonna do? No, but what am I gonna do? How is he providing? So you're telling me that if a unit were here, it would be getting benefit from this? It's like, since when? And so then it's like, in that case, then this is the right play, because we want to be getting into this back line here, okay? And that looks like this is incoherent to me. You always want to send them to where they're going to be the most helpful the most soon. This guy kills this. Everything. So is it just hoping for a lucky... Look, it's on fucking 1 health, dude. It's fucking ridiculous. This game is fucking ridiculous. I hate this fucking game. Stupid fucking game, dude. I mean, what is wrong with this fucking game? It's so retarded. Let's just deal the most amount of damage, I think. This city might be gone, like this turn, like for all I know. We're crippling this to the point where it can't deal damage, but there's an argument that it doesn't. Look, none of it matters. If this gets here, we're done with this whole situation. This guy's healing. If we move anywhere, it's going to cost us the turn that we would get healing. And I'm not going to do it. This guy is trying to move to this space. As a result, but this, all attacking? Nah, I want to, but it's bait. It's bait. That's bait. It is, it's bait. It's completely, totally bait. Now, this is... Does this have any bono shoys? It does. And this is a hill, somehow. Doesn't look like one, but it is. And what that means is we are moving here, and then we're moving here. And we are continuing to fortify. There's an argument to be made that attacking any of these is correct. There's an argument to be made that attacking none of these is correct. Actually, there isn't. I'm done micromanaging you. You will now no longer be a thorn in my side. This ragtag little band of guys here is going to be, and I wish I could see what the preview would say to get to this tile, because this is the tile we're trying to get to. We don't want to be going up on that hill, but this is where all of it begins, and we will be doing rough. This is correct for now. We're going to see. And then I cannot figure out what to do with you. I really cannot figure out what to do with you at all. I think part of me wants to do this, strangely enough. I wanna, but I can't. So we are gonna heal. And this guy... Near Great General from a tile away? That's not adjacent. It's like, what? Get a floor. 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 We don't have that many stable cities, do we? Here's one though. Mounted units. It should be building faster than a fucking swordsman, but it's not. I don't get it. You don't get it. I've been without a man so long, I might say yes if Rory asked me. I've been without a man so long, I might say yes if Yasser asked me. Oh, fuck. I don't know. What do you think I've done? Since when do great generals provide bonuses to units 2 tiles away? Is this a gods and kings thing? Let's click next turn. Let's see what happens. So we got some production for Antioch, which is great. That boosted quite a bit. I think this was like at 13. Because you chopped this down. And then where was the other city? I don't know. The notification didn't stay up. The combat shit could be here. There's nothing happening on this panel. Even this only goes this far. This does this. 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 I never look at that ever. Kind of funny. We're just going to close it. But it could go right here. Combat. And then I could click it individually to see, well, what happened? I don't know. I can't watch every part of the map. Turn the animations on then. No. How long you want this fucking take? Fucking goober. Crazy person. You are insane for saying that. You know that, right? You're insane. You want me to turn the animations on? Are you retarded? Where is this most useful? I mean, it's kind of a debate, and from a certain point of view, it's kind of a debate. It's like almost not useful this way, but I am going to do it. Neener, neener, neener. Next turn. So we knew about that. Unit was captured. We're happy to see that, actually. Who died? You died? Wow. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Who else died? Who died? You died? We knew that was going to happen. Are we happy with this result? Are we satisfied with this result? We don't necessarily care that we're spending. I would rather use the time that we're producing things in these cities. 23 turns. 17 turns for anything useful. Takes up the slot of the iron that we need. You know what will be helpful is this. That's helpful. Oh. Who said that? It's an interesting spearman that's being built kind of for no reason. Is he taunting me, or is he going and sending these somewhere else? What else would be here? Nothing. Or is it the Huns that are coming and kind of harassing him? I don't know if this is correct or not to have this save. Is this correct? Let's look at our points. Let's see. Have we broken 1,000? We did. All right, 1040, good buddy. 1040. 1040, good buddy. They're at 2620. Wow. So Palmyra is gone. If we finish this unit, it's going to die. All those turns for nothing that we used on Palmyra making this cataphract are now useless for us. And this is the correct move, you know, because it's going to pop out and then it's going to die because I can't save this city this turn. I think this always happens, right? He really repositioned his catapults there to get, you know, you and you attacking sounds like such a good idea to me. Killing is distasteful to me. That's what he says. He says that, though. That's what he says, dog. 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 What he says, dog. That's what he says, dog. Is it not kind of true that, I mean, who's going to be next to him, you know, in this turn? Next turn. Next turn. Next turn. Next turn. Next turn. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Is this not correct? What's correct here? What are we doing? What's going on, RC? What are you doing, bro? Are you a man or a fucking mouse? You know what I mean? Can you go already and fucking do something? Like, hello, Chads? Goodbye, Chads. This always happens. Well, I can't shoot them because... So really we're more kind of all heading this way because we can't, unless they're on these hills, we can't get them. So, meaning, you know, something like this, right? And I'm in Roman territory, so I can do this, and that means we're going this way now. What happened here? Wait a minute, what? It's such a weird game, man. It is just bizarre. I mean, this is a crazy scenario. Let's take this city back from them. Let's take this city back from them this turn right now. 100%. This is the power of range, folks. I don't know what to tell you. This is the power of range. It doesn't die this fucking turn. It doesn't die this fucking turn. So this is an example. Nah, it has to be heal instantly, right? We saved. If we do this, does it survive, is the question. Because we know it will survive if we do this, and it'll take the city of Nisus and get a worker and kill his catapult. This is a big gamble where we don't know. And for 28 more turns, do I want a slightly stronger swordsman that's up here in this region? When these fronts are the main sort of thing? I don't know. I'm just amazed he hasn't taken Sino. It's kind of crazy right now. Now, I should move this back and change this fate by moving this back, and move this back by changing this fate. I should. Is this and this correct? I feel like this high key right now. So you're telling me if I move here, this guy's going to be affected? Which I don't want to do, because I want him to be here. I want him to. Can he move here and attack? You. Now watch me, you. I am literally going to do this, which is so stupid and crazy and fucked up, but it's the truth. And then I'm going to do this. I'm literally going to do this. Now watch me, you. Look at this. Okay, right? And that's a special little fancy unit. What's better? Hamstringing this guy? Hamstringing this guy? Or is it better to... So you telling me this guy is getting a fucking combat bonus right now? That's really the scariest, craziest thing I've ever seen. How can I not know that? I've played 1,000 hours of this game. Played 1,500 hours of this game. So he's taking the city. He is. And there's only so much cover we can run because we only have this swordsman and this one that's about to pop. Palmyra, I'll tell you what I would reset for. I would reset if Palmyra does not fall this turn. I would definitely reset for that. 100%. He's fine here. We got Carthage is okay. We got him Syracuse back. Now we're going to defend Rome from these Franks, frankly. This guy is my question, and I don't want to think about it too much, so we're just going to do this. Okay. Got Nisus back. There's only one city left that we need to get back in this region. And then we only need enough to defend the cities, which looks like probably one unit that's kind of near Constantinople and then one unit that's near Nisus to kind of pivot wherever I need to go. Where are we going here? What are we thinking? What's going on? Is it not correct to... This is enough to take this, obviously. Obviously. Hum, bum, hum, hum, bum, 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 bum. So that's 29, and what is this? 25. So this is actually more powerful. And when you look at the available options of what to use it on, well, first I have to double check. Does this hit this? Okay, we're going to do that then. We'll lock that in. And then... Salone. So this has now become our superstar unit. It's now doing more damage versus cities. In what way could we get it into a position where it's here or here? What's going on? Here, 6. 6 or 6, either of these two spots, and we are going to, of course, do this. 6. And this is the only unit that's going to stay guarding Adrianople for now. Because all the rest of this, when you really look at it, we don't need any more here to take Sirmium. Unfortunately, we do need to heal. We need to scoot and shoot, as I like to say. And this guy is going to cram his dick down this guy's throat. Him taking that is, again, a good thing for us. It is. I know that it's hard probably to understand why, but him taking a worker instead of attacking is better for us in some ways. And this one is also doing this. Wow. Okay. So this is where I feel this is where I feel the most strongly is the correct move. As much as I want to attack with this unit, we cannot attack with this unit. We must move it back. This great general. This guy's dead. He is getting killed this turn. And then as far as this guy, I mean, kind of, I'm of two minds, blah, 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 blah. We do have drill, meaning this is more right. So we are going to do this. This is just chop the forest down. And now we can get 2 turns. We can get more production for Antioch.
Never ever.
So, what's next? What's next for old RC? So, which unit is better to have right here? If I didn't need to heal, you know what I mean? I would just, but healing is the right move here. And then this one, if I could move and fortify, obviously that would be the right position. Unfortunately, I can't. You have to pick before you go. This thing's only we get so much value out of this right now. We get so much value out of this, and I am going to do it. But if it's not, we'll reset the save, because it is a avoidable death. This happens. If he pulls enough attention away from them attacking Palmyra such that we can get away with finishing that cataphract, we will, of course. So we got Nisus back. We do have an excess great amount of great generals. There are more great generals in the world than we need. So we can start to think about citadels now. Citadels being the building, the tile improvement that the great general can provide, that creates a fort-like structure that provides combat bonuses, very big combat bonuses. So I think leaving this here is fine. It's giving every unit, now that I've played the game 1,500 hours, I know certain things that I didn't know before. And one of those things is like, for example, I know. So we're going to click next turn here. We're going to see what happens. So Palmyra is captured. Unit was disbanded because of the gold deficit. Okay. What else happened? This guy died. We saw that coming. We're fucked. We're fucked. What's happening in Iconium? We're fucked. We're not. We're fine. We're fine. You know I want to click this. My goodness. 50%. That's fucked up. I think focus firing this always happens. Did I save? I don't think I did, but I'm fine. I don't even want to make that decision again, so I'm fine. So it's going to be called the runs. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm chilling, bro. How many points do we have? 1075. Anyway, let's see. I'm fine. What's the problem? What's wrong? You're scared? I'm not scared. You're saying all these terms. What do you mean? We're fine. Whatever. I go on you. This is literally correct, though. You know what I mean? And I'm not just saying that. I'm really not. Let's get to this when we get to it. So yeah, Palmyra gone, unfortunately. You know, there's a lot I could say right now that I'm not going to say. Is it better to we saved, right? Didn't we? This is so crazy. It is fun. I mean, it is fun. It is. We let this happen. We let this sort of flanking situation happen. We saved, right? Oh boy. That's what Donald Duck says. Now I can't do Donald Duck's voice at all. Even a little bit. If I did this and I did this, I could kill this guy, which I think is a good use of my time. Unfortunately, can't reach this guy. This turn I can only so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I would use up all my movement. This turn, the only thing I could do is either attack this or attack this. And I don't really see a reason to call one a good idea over the other. 24 versus 18 versus 22. So I guess there is a slight argument to be made that is the best move. There's another one and another one and another one. What are you even fucking doing? What are you even fucking doing? Nothing. 8 turns. Tell me I got 20 turns to use it. Looks like a lot of open stuff. So, you know. But we also need you down here, buddy. I mean, we need everybody everywhere. 10 versus 8. 10 versus 7. again, what are we doing here with this shit? So let's set up our next strike. We're very happy to see that there are no real threats to us just taking Sirmium. Oh wow, this already has cover 1. Huh. I wonder why that is. I think cover 2 in this scenario is the best move. This because this could go here as well, which is just as valuable. And he's relatively still healthy. I think maybe this makes sense. That's a lot of damage. I think this maybe makes sense a little bit. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the answers to this game. This game's logic and systems completely elude me. We need you over here, pal. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Wow. So we got a bit of a unit. Why can't I? Why? 2, 3, 2. 2. Iconium. We are going to heal instantly here, and we're going to fortify and not attack. There's many reasons for this. If this one had a promo, that would be baller, but it doesn't. What to attack with this, since we now know we are attacking with it? Crippling this, that feels right in my heart. That feels right. I don't know what the truth of it is. I don't know what is correct. But this feels correct. There's also an argument that attacking is correct, but it really isn't. It really isn't. He's getting attacked by at least 2 units next turn. He's a fucking catapult. If we fortify, we get a defensive bonus. And as a point of record, what is this guy doing? This guy is attacking this, I guess, in the complete insane hope that I think this is too good to be true. I think this is too good to be true. I think it's almost just decided for us that this has to happen. And I think this has to happen. I feel as though that has to happen. I guess it depends on what we're doing with this shot. Because this guy is like basically made in this moment to kill this guy. So we're not attacking with this guy at all. Why am I so focused on this part? Well, because I kind of want to start. We have to, move in to this pretty soon. I'll just have to go pretty soon. Like now, pretty much. So yeah, might be the last turn we do. Might be the last turn we do. It's the last turn you'll ever make, buddy. It's the last turn you'll ever make.
Buddy, this is the last turn you're ever gonna make. Look, here's the deal. It's like, what the fuck? That's not a real person. It's a fucking computer program. I feel like this always happens. It's saying near Great General when we're here. That can't be possible. That can't be possible. That can't be possible. It loses every other interaction. No, it doesn't. RC doesn't lose this interaction. And wouldn't we rather? We can't lose Odessa. Do you know how much I've sacrificed? Yeah, this is always healing. This one is always healing. This one is... If I do that, it dies. Probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, just 4. If it took it out, I would do it, obviously. Oh, man. I almost feel like, oh, careful. You wouldn't want anything nasty to happen, would you? Would you want anything nasty to happen to you, kitty? I do have to go, guys. So it's going to have to be cut short right now. So to speak. So type shit. I kind of like this. I kind of like that. I kind of get off on that in a certain way. This guy is now changing his trajectory completely. We are changing and we are morphing, and there's an argument to be made that this is correct, but we're not going to do it. Also, this is better than that to a certain extent. We can attack these, but we can't push forward here because it will screw us up. Oh, it might have been a big fucking dummy mistake. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. So that's very interesting. A little bit too interesting, if you ask me. RC Red Shadow. What is that? Cataphrag. 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 I mean, you know, there is some reason to do this. But I don't know anymore. I don't even know what great generals do. I've only played this game 1,500 hours, so 100. This has to happen, unfortunately. Attacking anything is a mistake. And getting this guy here is almost better than killing this, but I am going to kill it. He didn't kill it. If I had put this here, he would have. It's a mistake. I should reset. But it's also the kind of thing where it was a dice roll that I lost. So like in that way, it's like fine. You know what I mean? Choose production, to 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 production, where's my Isn't there a guy building a spearman somewhere? Do I have a spearman right now? I do have one or two. This guy's gonna die though right now, so we could get away with building a spearman. They're bait units. They're units I build specifically because I know. I mean, you know, if you want to get really technical, this might be the right play. You know, so, but yeah. So this is happening. Choose production. So you're saying to me, you're going, obviously, there's no way building a unit here is not the right move. I'm going, yeah, I hear you. Well, I'd rather have a spearman on the front line here than all the way fucking over in Thessalonica. So let's build a fucking catapult, because why not? And we're just gonna keep pumping composite bowmen. We're just gonna keep pumping composite bowmen. You look like you're gonna be in some rough terrain. So, and you look like you're gonna be in some fucking rough terrain too, if you get my drift. This is looking rough. Oof. Okay, next turn. This is gonna probably be our last turn that we're gonna do on the stream today. I'm willing to hedge my bets. You know, we kind of have to do 3 things at once here at the ending. We have 27 turns. We're okay. It could be worse, if you can believe it. I do have to get up and do some stuff. Thessalonica.